Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life, and welcome back to my channel. This is a process video for my December documented, obviously, again. And I am almost done. Excuse me, so sorry. I am almost done with my 2022 December documented layout. And I think at this point I have, let me count. I have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 layouts, depending on how I want to do 3 of the photos. So I am back in with my Creating with Sketches Volume 4 from Christine Davison. It's on page 5, and it's one of the sketches there. If you have that, or if you don't have them and you wanted to see, they are very reasonably priced. All of that stuff, that to where you can go get them. And I've got them linked down below. I've got her website down below for you. And so I am going to do a lot of pattern on pattern here. So I'm going to explain this. I know for a fact that a lot of individuals that do follow my channel don't necessarily, I don't want to say not enjoy, but they're like, I don't want to do all the pattern on pattern that I do, like for my layouts. Now, everybody's each their own. I know that some people would prefer, just a plain background with all this pattern, this, that, and the other. But there are ways that you can use these types of pattern papers, especially that one with like the winter scene that I have on my paper. I am going to show you how you can pretty much make it there, but not necessarily like, oh my gosh, that's like a lot and it's like overpowering. So when I get to that point, I'm going to explain that. So this photo is a tradition that we started when we got back from Germany in 2017. We started eating nachos on Christmas Eve. And that is something that we started that year because we didn't have, when we came back from Germany, we did not get our main household goods until the very late in November. And while, yes, I had a whole month to plan and stuff for Christmas, it took a lot out on us because Josh was finishing up his last part of his career that he needed to be able to get to E7, his courses, and then I was looking for a job or trying to figure out what I was going to do, and just a lot. And then getting Kaylin settled into school because she was a kindergartner at that time. So there was a lot that was going on, and it just didn't fit or jive to do whatever. So when we got to Christmas, we're like, well, we got to figure something out. And so we had all the fixings for nachos, and it started to be a tradition. So we do have traditions. So here, this is what I'm talking about to like tone down the background without manipulating the actual page itself. So what I do is that I take it's just a regular acrylic paint. I got it from it's Vicky Bouton's acrylic paint. And all I do is take it, it's white, and I frost, as I call it, the background so that it's there. You can still see it, but it's like muted, and it actually works out really well. So where I put my papers is where I put a bunch of it, and then the others I like lightly go over it so that it's not so like big and bold, but yet still looking like you can still tell the paper and all of that. So, and then of course I had to put snow down because Georgia doesn't get snow. So I put that, and then I let it dry, and then now I go in. So as you can tell, I've got like a dome shape. Some of it still is not completely covered in white, and then other spots I toned it down so that when I put down my layers and everything, then everything else will come together. So I did do a little bit of spacing here just so that I can get this pretty well straight into the narrow because of the papers that I'm adding to it. It's a lot of very tone on tone, very, however you want to say it, like there's a lot of colors going on. And as you were watching, I did do some stuff like on camera while this was drying, and it's me pretty much trying to get this put together so that when the stuff dried, I could be able to put it all on there. So all I did was build a bunch of rectangles and built my page. Now that I've done the white, I came in with the black, and let me tell you, this black just pops right off this page because I frosted the back page. It doesn't sink in to the page as in it is like an afterthought. This is very much the way I wanted it to look, and it turned out perfect. So here I am. Now I'm going to assemble this layout exactly, and I do follow the sketch really, really close. There's only a few things that I add differently, but for the most part, what you see here is what the sketch is. So I'm going to add the tags and all of that. So while you are paying attention, this layout is probably number 5. As I'm doing the voiceover, I have 5 and 6 done. So over Thanksgiving break, this is when I'm doing the voiceovers and all of these videos. And then I'm going to keep going too because Bree and I have decided that we are going to get ourselves together once a weekend, and this is what we're going to do. We are going to keep ourselves busy doing this and not worry about school, not worry about any of that, because she is also a teacher just like I am, and we tend to do a bunch of teacher stuff and then forget about our hobbies and whatnot. So this is giving us our mojo back, if you know what I'm saying. So at this moment, when I did this voiceover, I have done 6 layouts. This is my 5th editing. I've got the 6th editing to do when I get done with this one. And so in the month of November, I have done my 2 design team layouts for December, which those are going up on my channel too. So that is those 2 plus the 6, that's 8. I should be able to finish the other 3 on when I do this voiceover, it's Sunday, so it's the day before Christmas, or before we go back for the 3 weeks of craziness, madhouseness at school, and then we go out for break again. So I'm hoping to get all 3 of these done that I have left to do, outside of maybe not the editing, but I want to get at least a process video up and going. So then all I have to do is the edits, and that's easy during the crazy school week where I don't have a lot of time to come in here and do this. And luckily enough, as a connections teacher, I just have to do my slides once, and then the rest of it stays the same for the week because I see the kids only once a week for 45 minutes. So that works out there. So here I am. I'm just going through and I'm making sure all of this is all up and neat and pretty and everything. So hopefully you guys have gotten a lot of inspiration from me now, because this is the most layouts I have done all year long in 1 month, because I've only been doing 2, and then I've been uploading them to the scrap room and then uploading them a week later onto my channel. So yeah, you guys are getting a lot of inspiration and I'm super excited. I absolutely love my mojo's back. It's just been amazing to just watch my creativity just flow, and it's like picking out sketches and all of this stuff, looking for sketches, and I am a huge sketch person. You guys know this, and so if I can find a ton of sketches and really, really roll with them, then that's what I'm going to do. So be on the lookout for all these sketches that I've been doing. If I can link them, I've been linking them. If they are part of a group, I've been linking the group. All of that kind of stuff. So now I'm just kind of going in and doing my embellishment parts. There was on the sketch, they had 2 spots, and it was all clustered in this one section. So I'm trying to do that while keeping my brain saying it's okay to have 2 spots. It's okay to have 2 spots because you're going to see me here in a little bit come in with some sequins, and that's where my building just comes way more to life. And I'm super excited of how that looks once I get the sequins going and stuff. So when that comes up, I will be using Mercy Tierra's Joy Sequence Mix. And that one had to have come from the 2023 Christmas collection, because I know that the other one that I have in there is from the 2024. I am also using the December 2025 Flavors of the Month kit, and this is the photo plate, and I demolished this. I had to take lastly, I had to take a paper from crepe paper. That's that bottom paper, and then all the rest of it is from Photos Play. After this, I'm done. So that the rest of the little pieces that I had, I put it in with the Cartabella collection that I've been using with all these photos that have been going up for at least the 2022 layouts, because it matches with the color tones of that, and I really don't care if I put collections together. As long as the color tones match, I could care less where they come from. So this is where I make this layout. I feel like the ending is like, yes, this is perfect. I love the burst. I started out with red and then moved into pink. I know that you can't really see the pink on there, but the still shots will show you how I made it red into pink. And I brought one extra color into play, which is that pink. And I am fantastic, awesome with this. And I love how this turned out. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button, do all the YouTube-y stuff. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful and safe holiday season, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.